Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. Thank you so much for all the comments. You've been grilling me about all of this flaring over here and all the wasted products, including the food, the hydrogen, anything really that I've been flaring. Saying that really I could use these things much more effectively, and I absolutely agree. So it is something we will be looking at. However, at the moment, I'm not going to mess with this because it seems to be fairly well balanced and we are in a bit of trouble with regards to diesel. So what I'm going to do instead is I am going to start the process of developing the new or the expanded section of the refinery. Okay. And in this instance, I'm going to start looking a little bit more effectively at some of the things that we've been doing. Now, we will keep an eye on some of the things that we're running low on, like the coal, but I think it should be okay. We definitely need to look at what we can do with power. We need to see about maybe using some of this food to generate more power, which is one of the comments that we've received. Thank you so much for that. But yes, first things first, I'm not going to expand this right now just because diesel is our top priority at this moment. So let's have a look. I'm going to pause the game for a second while we have a quick look. So we need a fair bit of steam. Okay. So that is 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 plus 4. That's 12. Okay. And let's do it per 60. Let's do it per 60 so we see what we get. So that's 6, 12, 24. 24 plus 12, that's 36, plus 12, that is 48 steam, is what we need right here, right now. So if we go and have a look at this boiler, ooh, don't do that. If we have a look at this boiler, we can see that we can quite comfortably get the 48 steam required for this setup right over here. And we can probably get that using hydrogen. Yep. We can produce hydrogen without anything else, or well, with very little other stuff, right? Or how do we produce hydrogen? Let's have a quick look at it. There's so much to keep track of, you can never remember. So production of hydrogen. Ooh, none of this will produce sufficient hydrogen. So 48 plus 24. So we need like this to produce enough for one boiler. That is quite an interesting little piece. Oh, look at that. Water gives us oxygen plus hydrogen. That's quite interesting. So really, I know we have some extra hydrogen available. So maybe that's what we do. We'll start the second run here with a bit of a hydrogen boiler. From the hydrogen boiler, of course, you can generate depleted steam. So that is the interesting thing. I don't think I'm going to do it alongside here. I would rather we do it something like this and we flip it around. Yeah, I think something like potentially that gives us what we need here. We will need a little bit of a storage space here for the water. Okay, so what I'll do is I will go and deselect all. Interesting. And I'll only do the hydrogen. So hydrogen only, really. So that should tell us where everything can go. Aha, so there we go. So from here, we'll do a bit of that. We'll need to bring in the hydrogen. And then from here, of course, we will need to... and how did we do? Did the steam need a dual pipe? Potentially. So let's forget about that for the time being. And what we'll do is we'll grab ourselves a bit of a pipe balancer to run steam in. So if we do that, that should work. So we can do one boiler here. That should give us steam that can run pretty much everywhere. So let's run a pipe 2. right down the middle. Let's do that. Let's do that last. Let's connect these because I would like these to be the direct connection. So let's get our direct connections up and through like this. Guys, so this is going to take a bit of time to do, but I think it'll be quite interesting to see what our other options are for some of this stuff. Okay, so that's the direct connection through there. We, of course, need to run steam, and we need to get crude in here. So can we... so one thing that I want to do is let's upgrade that one. We'll go with a quick delivery. Okay, so that's all good. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to run pipe 2. It's not going to get underneath there, is it? Well, let's do that then. We'll give it a little bit of room there. And we'll run... Ooh, that's a little tight. Will we be able to get over there? I think we'll go up to there. Then we'll go up by 1. We'll cut across here. We'll go back down. And we'll kind of do that. So that's our crude connection. From here, we will do a pipe 1 connection to each one of these. I think that's going to be all good. And one thing I do need to just make sure I do is unpause that so that we can make sure that thing runs again. Okay, perfect. What's our diesel like? 200. That is problematic. Okay, of course, that's problematic. Now, from here, I am going to run diesel like that. That's pipe 2. Now, I don't think that's not something that can work. So what I will do is run a pipe 2 over there and run a pipe 2. Just double check how far I went out. I went out an extra 1, something like that. We do this. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. I think that is going to be all good. I'll run that one up there. Okay, now we'll do pipe 1 and we'll do all the connections with pipe 1. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. We'll certainly be able to do this. Be able to do that. There we go. Now, that should all be workable with just the one boiler. But we have flexibility here to add an extra, and we can extend these if we believe we add an extra one and we extend some more. So there we go. That is step 1, and it is the hydrogen boiler. Now, hydrogen can come from here. We certainly can bring hydrogen from this side. Now, the question is how exactly we do that to go to the boiler. Let's forget about that for the time being. We'll come back to that. Now, we need sour. Ooh, this is not good. This is not going to work, I think. This I don't think is going to work. If we run sour water, to there, and to be honest, probably we shouldn't run it that way. We should run it the other way. Okay, so how much sour water are we getting out of this? And it's only these, right? So these guys are producing 12, 24, 48 sour water. So if we have a look at the sour water stripper, right, I believe that's somewhere over here. Chemical is a sour water stripper. So we're going to need 2 of these sour water strippers that's going to produce water and pneumonia for us. So sour water stripper is going to go in probably something like this, right? And it has to be 2 of them though. So if we spin it around, let's do that. Let's flip it and we'll spin it. We'll spin it around, we'll flip it, and we'll place it like this. We'll do one like that. We'll flip it again, and we'll do the other one like this. So I believe that's going to be our sour water setup. Now, that's 48. So let's quickly get our sour water coming this way. So if we run it, and I would like us to make sure we run it nice up and high. And I'm wondering whether this will actually tie in. Come on, guys, come on. Can I? Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't want to work. What else do we have? Let's clear this one. Let's cancel it there. That's not going to work. But we could then potentially run the sour water down this way. I think that'll work then. We'll keep it clean on this side. We'll give it up 1 and we'll run it all the way. Okay, I think this will work. If we can get this guy over, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind a little bit of that. There we go. That's all good. So all of that should work. That looks pretty reasonable to me. That's the sour water stripper. Then further than that, we also have 48 heavy oil. Now, in terms of heavy oil, let's quickly have a look whether we can see what we did with that last time. We can use heavy oil, 2 of these cracking units to produce fuel gas. Ooh, we need hydrogen for that though. We could alternatively, no, but we do need that. Alternatively, we could put that into the steam, right? No, I'd rather we maximize the diesel by creating cracking units. So let's go and grab the cracking units. So if we run that this way, so let's provide ourselves a little bit of room there. Okay, and we'll flip it around. So there's 1, 2, 3, something like that. And then we'll go in here and say, buddies, we're going with the heavy oil setup, and that's the full setup there. Now, if we grab the piping arrangements, yeah, that should work. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. Let's run that across this way. There we go, and that one ties into there. Okay, there we go. That should be pretty good. So now that's the additional piece, and that is the heavy oil going in that direction. Now we do need to provide some further expansions of stuff over here, but I think for the time being that's going to be all good. Now the next thing is we've got fuel gas coming out at numerous locations, but we've also got diesel coming out. So one of the things that, why is this thing straight up against it? And I don't think we're actually using this pipe. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and kind of remove that piece of pipe over there. So we'll go ahead and quickly remove that because that's kind of out in the way now. I'm not sure we're going to get anything to work here, but that's okay. Diesel is dropping a little, so let's quickly see about buying a little chunk of it. We'll up our numbers just a tad to help out a little. Now, we've got that's the heavy oil. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to obviously tank diesel in somewhere. So diesel is going to, we're going to go and run so can I let's get rid of that little section there. Now I would like to start this one and run it to about that spot there. Then I would like to take it up a level and run it across here and tie it in actually let's do that then, and what we'll do is we'll tie it in over there. And I can't possibly afford to pause that, so let's unpause that one. Just make sure that that is in fact working so the diesel can continue to flow. Now let's tie in come on. Okay, that's not going to work. What I'll do is we'll get rid of that piece and we'll try and tie them in one by one here. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. There we go, and we'll tie in that one over there, and we'll tie in this one over here. There we go. So now we've got a bit of a diesel setup there. So that's the outputs for diesel. Now we've got naphtha and fuel gas that needs to go somewhere. So this is producing 24 fuel gas between two of them. So two of them can then feed this side. The other 24 needs to feed something else potentially. So let's see about getting our fuel gas up and running this way. We'll do that. We'll go up one from there. No! Let's do that. Okay, let's that one. We'll go up a level. I would like it to be at the top level there. And what we'll do is we'll oh, hang on. My bad. I misunderstood this thing completely. This puts out fuel gas. So this gives us 6, 12, 24, 36, 48, and 50, 48, and 60. 60 fuel gas is coming out of there. So what do we do with fuel gas? What can we do with 60 fuel gas? I believe we can make more diesel with that. Let's just have a look. So 60 fuel gas. Oof. Some of it we can create diesel from. Some of it we can create hydrogen from. And I think maybe that is what we should be doing. Actually, 36 of it could potentially go and feed our our boiler directly. So this setup could feed our boiler, while the other 48, or I mean 24, could give us what? further 24 could then go and give us diesel. Or produce hydrogen for us. I'm a little in two minds about it. We can have a perfectly balanced fuel gas setup here. A perfectly balanced one. And then we can use a further 24 to create more diesel. I think that's what we're going to do. For the time being, I think that's what we're going to do. We may choose to change this later, but I am pretty keen on potentially running that back over here, and instead of doing that, say, guys, we're going to do fuel gas instead. Yeah, I'm a little tempted to do that. So this needs to, I believe hydrogen needs, or is that heavy? No, heavy is already in there. That's hydrogen that needs to go in there. Oh, and we're of course going to need to produce hydrogen. Hey, that's fine. That is on the ground though. So I want to do that. Tie this thing in there and then run. We could do that, but I'd rather we do this. It just feels tidier to me. And then we go over the top and run it that way. Actually, no. I think that's the one I'm after. We'll do that. We'll run that through there. Now here we'll be running at a level 2 level. And what we'll do is we will go ahead and tie that in there. So that's our fuel gas. We also need to run that in there. So there we go. So that's our fuel gas. That's going to power this entire setup. Okay, that's good. That's good. And then we've got an extra piece of fuel gas. So we're going to use that to create hydrogen. That's exactly enough. But now we are missing out a little bit on steam. But that's going to be enough hydrogen. It's going to be more than enough hydrogen for these two. Let's get one hydrogen reformer in here. And we'll leave it, we'll put it up at around this level here. I'm going to flip it around. We'll do that. I think that's what I'm after. So let's do this one. Okay. And then I'm going to grab the pipes. Do that. We'll tie that in. I believe we can extend that way. I'm hopeful, but that's effectively not balanced anymore now. So that could be a bit of a challenge because that is now not balanced anymore. Unless we provide an extra input somewhere over here, that is now no longer balanced. So we could, you know what we could do? We could provide an extra boiler on this side, and then because there's extra hydrogen that's going to be available there. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go here. I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to put an extra boiler in straight away. There we go. That boiler is going to be the fuel gas one. Okay. This boiler is going to be the hydrogen one. Okay, I think I like that idea. So we'll go ahead and tie you in that way. Obviously going to get you coming out that way. Now, going to cancel this. And we'll say, you do that. Nice, I like that. And you're going to run around to that side. I think that's going to be good. So we'll have that water. You should be able to deliver water to this, but we can also bring in water, of course. Now, this time around, I'm thinking... Oh, absolutely. That's going to be brilliant. That is almost perfect. There we go. Now we'll have hydrogen. We could run extra hydrogen down here, which I think will work pretty well. No, I don't want it on that side. I'd rather do that. So now we will have extra hydrogen coming in there. Okay. And actually, can't actually do that. Let's do that. No. Let's just cancel this one right here. Now, what we want to do is get some of our hydrogen. Can we run it through here? Potentially we can. Let's okay, so there's our hydrogen. Oh crap. Did it again. Twice in a row here. Now let's try and do that. Now let's cancel these sections and we'll try and find a little something that makes sense. The other one should be able to go. Yes, there we go. Nice, so that works. So now we've got the hydrogen going out that way. We will have some CO2 that we can probably flare off over here somewhere or waste off somewhere over here. We'll need a bit of a smokestack, so we'll a little bit of room so we can potentially use that again in the future. That's the smokestack out there. Now we just need to still do something with naphtha. Oh, and we need to obviously do a lot of the stuff with all of this. We can bring the water over here and around. Oh, straight through here. Let's potentially get another smokestack going over here. Okay, that's nice and low for the smokestack there. I don't think we'll be able to get a cooling tower in here somewhere unless we squeeze it in here. So let's grab that. Maybe a cooling tower can do its thing. Electric boiler. Awesome. Yeah, we can't do that just yet. So if we do... Ooh, I'm just thinking, if we do this, we could run the water all the way back that way. Okay, cool. Now, let's see about running... Yeah, so let's tie that one in there. And then from this side... We'll do that. Oh, I love it. I love it. We can also then do this and do that. I like that. We're not going to be able to deliver anything in here, but I believe that should now be pretty well balanced. Now, we still have sour water. We need steam to come in here, though. So that is a bit of a challenge because we're not running any steam. We're honestly not running any further steam out of here. That's depleted steam, going to be cooled off, going to go back in there. That's good. That's the water. We need the sour water already got its input. We need steam to come in this side. That's all done. So we do need to run, and I believe this is the steam line right here, isn't it? I believe this was the steam. So we could just run a little bit of steam out this way. Let's go ahead and do that. So that is steam. Oh, crap. Come on. Cancel that. Try it one more time with something that'll actually work. If we do this and we do, you know what? Cancel that one more time. And what we'll say is from here, you're going to go up to the second level and you'll do that and you'll do that. There we go. No. There we go. So now we've got steam in here too. Is that the second level? Yeah, that is. Okay, so that's all balanced. Well, I believe it's not all balanced. There will be more steam than we can take, which is pretty okay for the time being. Now, the only thing we still need to get rid of is the naphtha. So, having a look at what we can do with the naphtha, I'm pretty sure we can just create more diesel from it. So, naphtha, more steam, and naphtha gives us diesel and more sour water. Now, we have a balanced sour water situation going on. So we just need to make sure that, and I think we should be fine with the steam. How much naphtha are we creating over here? So we need 2 of those units, cracking units. So 2 of them needs to be provided. Plus we'll get some more steam from it. So let's rotate that around. Yep, we will see about do this. So we'll rotate that around. We'll flip it. Something like that. Okay, so from here, we definitely need to run the naphtha. Okay, so height 1, not sure that's going to work though. I think that one is already, actually that can go underneath it. No, so what we'll need to do is we'll need to run it a little bit further away. And at some point we're going to need to, well, over here we can probably drop it down, tie that in, and from here we will connect the naphthas. Come on. Connect the naphthas up. There we go. So naphtha is connected. We still need steam though. We can, of course, run steam from here. That is our steam line. I believe that should be all good. Up to there should give us steam. And let's just make sure to get the right recipe in here. And what is it that we still need to get out? So sour water needs to be stripped to somewhere. The one thing I do need to get rid of is that. Diesel is running down here. We can run diesel out. We can run diesel out somewhere over here. I'd rather you come down this way and tie it in over there, please. So that's some more diesel going that way. And now we need, how much more sour water are we creating? 12 more sour water. Let's see what we can do with that. 12 sour water is not quite enough, but I don't think it matters too much. So we've already got the 2 sour water strippers over here. And we've already got the 2 sour water strippers going. So we could do another half. We could do one more basically. That'll only run half capacity most of the time. And I believe there should be something here that we're not taking. Ammonia. So really what we do is we'll get one more sour water stripper over here. Okay, I'm quite comfortable with that. From there, we'll tie in our water. This is going to be our... we could run that one down that side. So let's just go steaming in there. And what we'll do... I don't think that's going to work. It's not as clean as I would have liked, but I think that's going to be just fine. That's going to run it in this way. That means it's not going to be perfect, of course, but it's going to be okay. Now, from here, we'll need to get rid of this. Now, what can we do? We need to get rid of the sulfur. The sulfur we can turn into some full and do something with the sulfur. This is a bit of a mess, but it's going to take us ages to build this. And these things are expensive, and we probably don't have enough power for it either. Now, sulfur, let's have a quick look at the 2 things that we've still got here. Ammonia and sulfur. So I've got it all paused for the time being. Why are you doing this? So sulfur is... naphtha and sulfur gives us diesel, and sulfur gives us... We don't need that. Sulfur and water gives us acid, potentially. Sulfur and limestone gives us slag. So potentially we're gonna run that. How much sulfur are we creating here? 6, 12. So we might need like more than one. For the time being, we'll just kind of store the sulfur, I think. I think that should be sufficient. We can do that. The other thing we need to do is do something with the ammonia. Ammonia can help us create more hydrogen. And I think that's the plan for us, is to create more hydrogen from the ammonia that we've got. How much do we need? So 12 can give us 24 hydrogen. So we can create like 48. So that's like 60, 72. We can run an incomplete boiler from these 2. Which is okay, because we can use that to generate some power somewhere. Okay, so that's fine. We'll go with ammonia and a few of those things. Okay, that I think is the setup for this. That'll give us more diesel over here. That's a pretty tight setup here. Now, what we need to put some loose storage together for the sulfur. I'm going to do that. Let's just do a few spots there for the sulfur. We will need to sort out something with the sulfur. I'm not going to do that right now. We'll do that one. Oh, come on. Why is this so difficult to do? Let's grab that guy. Do this. Can we now join it? Come on. stuff is come on. Okay, now let's just do this. Let's just do that. There we go. There we go. So that's our sulfur going out that way, and now we still need to do something with our ammonia. So ammonia, we need 3 electrolyzers basically, which is pretty extreme. One, 2, 3. Let's make sure to switch on this guy on each one of them. We'll actually run it 1 to 1 to 1. But I don't think it's necessarily the on here. Do that, go up a level. Come on. How can I get this? Come on, just there we go. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll run it like so. And there we go. And what we'll still need to do is we'll need to tie that one in there. And we'll need to tie make sure we're going to the top level here. Perfect. Now, from here we've got nitrogen and hydrogen. And I'm kind of tempted to just store that and finish off the episode. No, let's go that. Let's go from there. So what can we do with the nitrogen here? This is quite a challenge. So nitrogen can be used with pneumonia to create some more fertilizer, which is not something we need, or can be used to create more. Okay, now that's fine. So I think we're going to have to flare the nitrogen, unfortunately. Okay, so the nitrogen is going to be flared. I think for the time being, at the very least, we're gonna get rid of the nitrogen in a very sustainable manner right over here. We'll run it like that. We'll get rid of all the nitrogen like so. That's good. And now the hydrogen on the other hand, do we just store it or do we go? That's like 72. That's 24, 24. That's 48. That's 7. Oh, hang on. 20, 20, 20. Yeah, that's 72. 72. So that's a full boiler. That's a full boiler that we can use to generate power from. I think that is effectively what we're going to try and do, is we're going to have an extra round of power generation somewhere. Now we can do a pretty small one somewhere over here. Could we just run it in through here? Yeah, let's do that. Let's run a little boiler in this area. So one hydrogen boiler. Right over here. Let's switch off everything and just make it a hydrogen boiler so we know where everything is going to go in. So one hydrogen boiler. Okay, so what I'll do is we'll run... We'll do something like that as a starting point. There we go, and there we go. And we'll do that. Come on. That's okay. We're going to need to do a little bit of buildings over here. So let's make sure to do one of these guys. Okay. Now from here, we will also need some water. So let's put a water storage out here. There we go. We'll see how we deal with that. We will have some depleted steam. Okay, so that means we need a cooling tower. We'll do that. And from the cooling tower, we will do a bit of this. Okay, so now we'll do that. So now we've got 48 steam coming out of here. And 48 steam... And that's high pressure steam, right? Steam high. So high pressure steam turbine, it takes 48 steam. Ah, good. So it's just one of them. Okay, that's all good. So we'll do that. One high pressure steam. Ooh. And then one low pressure steam turbine. Wow, these things are super expensive in terms of parts that we don't have. And we'll do then one low pressure. And I believe we can just do that. But can we please flip it around? For some reason we cannot. Okay. That should be okay. Now we can run that back. So if I just go with pipes here. How much is it though? No, it's only 48. Let's just do that. Like so. And like that. Okay. And now from here, I believe we'll get the... a bit of power generation going on. Ooh, power generator 2. 3 megawatts turns into 2 megawatts of power. I'm going to do that. Do we do a couple of flywheels first? Well, let's just do one. And then a power generator. Actually, let's do 2 flywheels. And a power generator, and I think that will be sufficient. This guy is outputting depleted steam, so let's get a little bit more piping going on. There we go, more depleted steam going in there, and that should be awesome for us. Look at that. This guy doesn't need any other inputs, right? Yeah, it's already getting that input over there. I believe that is going to be a good power turbine over there, and that will give us how much? An extra 2 megawatt, which will, I believe, run this thing quite comfortably. So there we go, guys. I think I'm going to leave it there. What I might do in between episodes is I might actually go ahead and slowly build this thing up, because there are so many of these parts required to build it. It'll take us some time, but I think that is completely balanced. It's coal free and it's generating its own new power. So I'm quite comfortable with that. I'm going to do one more thing and add one more kind of building, one more ramp over here, just to make sure that we continuously leave enough room for stuff to kind of across and so on. I think that's going to be awesome. But I'm quite comfortable with that setup right there. Quite comfortable with it. There's plenty of room there. So yes, in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and try and get all of this built, slowly and steadily try and get all of this built. But then we should be okay with our diesel production. We should be okay with our power to finish off some of this stuff and then make our way into nuclear power. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your comments. There's probably plenty of stuff that I've done that frustrates you and that you think I've done wrong. Please continue to leave your comments so that I know what. I know your views, and you've had some brilliant ideas. So please keep that coming. I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.